going to today be doing exercise 111, the steel block in isometric. Now I've got my setup with the T-square and it's lined up with the bottom of my page, so that's all lined up, and I've got my set squares. Now if you're improvising at home, which is what this video is mainly for, you will probably find that you will have to use a smaller set square, and you can basically use that to get a fairly good idea of where your angles need to be for your isometric drawing. I just ask that you use ruled lines. If you don't have a set square, at least use a ruler and try and judge those angles as best you can on the paper. If you feel inclined, if you don't have one of these, I do recommend you print this out so you have the reference starting point. Now this isometric sketching, it does use the crow's foot, a bit different to the sketching Y that I was showing in previous videos. So we're going to use the crow's foot as our starting point, and we're going to extend out from that. So we're going to use the 60-30 set square. Obviously if you don't have that, you can just use this little one. Fine, it just won't give you quite the same size, but you should still get the angle, no problem. Okay, so we're setting up. Just going to set up, make sure it's sitting the right way. I'm going to extend out the crow's foot. Now I'm going to be making this little steel block in isometric here. Now if I look at this and I imagine how that's going to resolve itself here, I would imagine if this was my crow's foot, I'm going to do on this face I'm going to do the L shape. Okay, I'm going to do the L shape, and then I'm going to extend that L shape out this way, and it's going to end up facing me in this way. Okay, so it's probably going to look something a little bit like that. So if I just need to visualize it a little bit sometimes before I begin. Sketching it out is a really good way of visualizing what you've got to do before you get into the technical drawing. That's why isometric sketching is so useful. Alright, so just to get rid of that, I'm going to start my construction lines, remembering really light construction line weight to start, and then you can go over and firm it in. So I'm going to extend that out. I'm not going to measure anything just yet, just extend those out. And I'm going to extend this one up vertical. I've got the camera right at the tip of my set square, so it only just makes space. Okay, so I've extended out my crow's foot with some really light construction lines. The next thing I need to do is start measuring. Alright, and I do expect you to do your measuring at home for a technical drawing. Now, as I mentioned before, my L shape will be on this face, and then this front view, I guess you could call it, the front view is going to be here, the side view is going to be here. So I'm going to measure 45 back along this line. So if I measure and mark 45, okay, and then I can do a vertical on that point. Okay, so I can just do a vertical on that point. Okay, so that is my side view. That is 45. Now I'm going to do the other one, which is 100. This is the front face here, so I'm going to go 100 across, 100 out from that starting point there. Measuring mark, 100 mils or 10 centimeters, and again I'm going to do my vertical at that point where it's 100. Okay, so nice. I do want the height, so I can box this whole shape in before I go any further. So I'm going to put in the height up here. It's going to be 64. Setting up for 64. Up that central axis. Trying to be as accurate as possible. possible. Okay, so there's 64. Now at that point, I'm going to be doing my 30-degree lines again. So, setting this up. Setting this up, coming out 30 degrees in this direction, rotating my set square, and doing 30 degrees out in the other direction, all the way. Okay, so there I've got my side view where the L is going to go, and I've got my front view. Now I need to still put in that top face, so I've got my points to start that. I'm just going to move the set square up so I can draw a line off there, and here I'm going to draw this line off here. Okay, so I've squared in my top face as well. And my lines are getting a little bit dark. I would normally go for something much lighter. I have a feeling, I've borrowed my son's pencil because I'm doing this at home, and I have a feeling he's got HB going on in there, so they're coming out pretty dark. Alright, so from here now I need to start carving away the detail. So I'm going to do the L shape. So I'm going to go up 20, I'm going to do the L here. The L is going to be here. So I'm going to go up 20 from that first point. So up 20 mils. Always working in millimeters. And here at the top I can go in 15. I'm just going to first, now that I've got that mark, I'm going to go draw some lines off that mark. So this one goes all the way across here. This one only comes back part way. I don't know how far yet because I haven't measured it. So just part way. Alright, it's actually indicating 15, so hopefully I've allowed enough for that measurement. Looks like I have. I got lucky. So 15, I'm going to mark that there, and I'm going to do a vertical off that point. Now your lines do need to be light enough that when you rub them out, they disappear like they were never there. Okay, so there's my L shape. Now I need to finish this off so it looks like it's got some sort of volume. We've only got this 2D kind of element on this face, so I need to sort of run these lines all the way across. Mods love my line. All the way across. So taking that all the way across and all the way across. Okay. Now from here I have this point over there. I can bring that across and then up vertically. So I'm going to do that, finish it off. So it's going to come across here and then it's going to go up vertical. Now if I've done this correctly, these should line up. If I haven't, they won't. It looks like they're slightly off. So it looks like some of my lines aren't perfectly 30 degrees, but I am going to move this so it is close. Let's get in there. Which one was it? That one looks pretty good. They all look pretty good. Could have happened anywhere. Alright, just going to average those 2 points. Okay, there we go. I had to average that, so that's a little bit in, that's a little bit out. Alright, so there you go. There's your isometric steel block.